The time right now is 8:31, and this is day 11 of the administration of President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. And while there's a lot of talk about the stimulus plan for the economy and the relief proposal, it includes $415 billion to fight the virus and $440 billion for small businesses. ABC's Andrew Dimberg has more.
A rift on relief is splitting Capitol Hill, with a growing number of Republicans opposing the size of President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion COVID-19 stimulus proposal.
I'm not sure I understand why there is a grave emergency right now.
President Biden's call to Congress includes $160 billion for vaccinations, more help for small businesses, and another round of direct payments to most Americans for $1,400. After promising unity and a willingness to work with Republicans in Congress, the president now signaling support for Senate Democrats to move ahead on COVID relief without GOP support.
I support passing COVID relief with support from Republicans if we can get it, but the COVID relief has to pass. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
But Republicans are calling foul, with Senator Lindsey Graham tweeting, apparently very little is being shown by the Biden administration when it comes to bipartisanship on COVID relief. Meanwhile, Biden meeting with the newly appointed Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen Friday morning, saying he's focused on broader relief than most Republicans can stomach.
The president's American Rescue Plan will help millions of people make it to the other side of this pandemic.
All the while, millions of Americans are struggling to put food on the table. The soup kitchen in New Jersey feeding hundreds of families, and in Ohio, the National Guard helping hand out more than 40,000 pounds of food.
Myself and my soldiers, have that warm feeling inside knowing that we're doing good for our communities.
The time right now is 8:33. It's time for your morning rush here. Johnson & Johnson says its vaccine appears to protect against COVID-19 with just one shot. But it's not as strong as some two-shot rivals, but still potentially helpful. Results released Friday show the single-shot vaccine was 66% effective overall at preventing moderate to severe illness and much more protective against the most serious symptoms. An intense manhunt is now underway to find the person responsible for placing pipe bombs near the Capitol ahead of that deadly January 6 attack. The FBI says their investigation has revealed the bombs were placed outside of the RNC and DNC headquarters the night before that deadly siege. Those bombs, thankfully, did not go off. President Joe Biden signed an executive order to help some of those struggling families. The eviction moratorium was about to expire on Sunday, but now evictions are on hold until at least April. Now, if you thought concerts and music festivals were coming back anytime soon, maybe this year, well, it's not looking too good right now. Public health officials have canceled Coachella for the second year in a row. Now, before the pandemic, hundreds of thousands of fans flocked to Southern California every April to attend the festival. The Stagecoach Festival has been called off as well. And that's a look at your morning rush. Now, when it comes to signing up for the COVID-19 vaccine, people are running into some problems here. This map shows the divide in Dallas County. The people who have registered mostly live to the north, those dark blue areas, and people who live in the light blue areas have a lower rate of registration. Those are mostly Latino and Black communities. Well, local leaders want to change that. Our Eric Alvarez shows us how advocates are heading into those neighborhoods.
Latinos are 4 times as likely as white Americans to be hospitalized for COVID-19, according to the CDC, and almost 3 times as likely to die.
And it is a grave disease in our community.
Dr. Mayra Jimenez-Thompson, professor at UT Southwestern Medical Center, knows the impact all too well.
I have 4 family members that have died, 3 cousins and 1 aunt.
That's why she's urging Latinos in North Texas to get vaccinated as soon as possible.
It is important for us as a community to share this information.
Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins says not nearly enough are registering.
We are going to run out at the current rate in the next 2 to 3 weeks of Hispanics over the age of 65 because of a lack of registration.
New numbers from Dallas County show Latinos make up only 16% of the county's vaccine registrations, despite making up more than 40% of the population. Latino community leaders like County Commissioner Dr. Elba Garcia say more outreach efforts like this registration drive in Oak Cliff are essential.
The Latino community and the African American community have been hurt the most.
Similar efforts are also underway here in neighboring Tarrant County.
There are a variety of collaboratives that are taking place.
Dr. Teresa Wagner of the UNT Health Science Center is also working with organizations Community Engaged Alliance and the Tarrant County Immunization Collaborative, serving communities of color.
Working on messaging that will be well accepted and well understood.
Dr. Thompson says breaking cultural barriers is the key to saving lives.
We need to educate. We need to expose the community to the correct information.
In Arlington, I'm Eric Alvarez.